What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. This is the Moonlit Ghost. If this is your first time joining us, I react to kind of scary ghost videos. So right now we're going to be watching some slapped ham, and I try to debunk and I try to verify, but really I want your scary videos. If you have seen a scary video like of a ghost or a Bigfoot or something, go on over here. Links in the description to the Moonlit Ghost Discord. Go to reaction suggestion right down there. And then help me solve mysteries that I put in the solve a mystery section. So let's get right into this. I started a live stream on accident like a few hours ago. Had 4 people jump on really quick, so I'm hoping maybe they'll come back. Let's get into this and start watching some of the latest of Slapped Ham's videos here. Yep, I think we're audio's good. Let's go.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some of the scariest video clips that are trending on socials right now. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content.
Let's see it, Callan from Slapped Ham.
You said something to it, right?
An ordinary workday took a turn into the inexplicable for Kobe Todd, a 21-year-old shop worker who suspects it.
We got 3 people on the stream. Shout out, comment, let me know who you are. Thanks for jumping on, guys.
Ghostly encounter led to an unwanted scratch.
Dogtooth Media.
Mustang. After participating in a ghost hunt, Todd now wonders if he brought back more than just memories.
We got Heather Mead.
Hey. That followed him home. The peculiar incident unfolded outside his workplace on March 5th when a shop...
Always let me know about audio. Hopefully the audio is a little bit better than it was last time. Maybe it's not. I'm hoping it is. I've tweaked a few things, but yeah, let me know. And go ahead and yeah, like this video.
Shopping trolley, seemingly with a mind of its own, collided with Todd's vehicle. With no one else in sight, the baffled shop employee turned to the only witness he had, the store's CCTV system. Take a look at what the cameras caught.
We're gonna have a rogue shopping cart, huh?
See? I'm coming for you. And you said it. Oh, the car. It has to go to you. Oh, and look, it misses that one, lady. We're right into it.
This unexplained movement has since sparked debates on supernatural interference versus natural causes. While some are...
We got Lane L in the stream. What's up? Hey, J Cross. Good to have you guys here. We got a rogue shopping cart. I don't think this is anything paranormal, but it's really funny.
Quick to ascribe the event to otherworldly activities, skeptics question the forces at play, suggesting wind or uneven ground is more rational.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just wind.
The store's surveillance video challenges these theories, capturing an eerily deliberate trajectory of the trolley's path. Some even suggested that Todd pulled a piece.
There's some quote. I forget what it is. What's up, Mike? Good to have you on. Yeah, I mean, randomness kind of looks like pattern and eerie trajectory, but it's just rolled.
The shopping cart, but the fact that it hit his Mustang and chipped the paint seems to rule this theory out. Todd remains convinced of the paranormal nature of his experience, linking the encounter to his recent ghost hunt and considering it more than just a coincidence.
So yeah, if you ever go ghost hunting, this is the nature of human psychology. If you ever go ghost hunting, you are super susceptible to, like, when you come home or whatever, thinking that like a ghost followed you home, or like any coincidences or anything that you see in your life. They're just kind of weird. You think maybe, oh, it's a ghost. And then literally, if you just play into that, this is a whole thing with like curses and whatever. Your brain can make this stuff happen. Power belief is so real. So this is nothing. This is a rogue shopping cart being pushed in the wind. All right, let's go on. Whoa.
what some are hailing as a biblical phenomenon, Tavares Brinson was struck by awe as he witnessed what appeared to be a celestial event on the evening of May 6th, 2022. Brinson, who was on his way home from work, captured footage of a brilliant white light piercing through the darkness of the night sky in Bradenton, Florida. The footage reveals a single ray of light shining from the heavens, splitting the dark clouds apart in a scene that Brinson describes as a religious experience.
At 5:51 in the morning, this is what we see in the sky.
The abnormal light, as it was described in the video, has stirred various interpretations among viewers.
This is what we see in the sky.
While Brinson and others saw it as a divine sign, skeptics were quick to point to a more earthly explanation. Critics have attributed the phenomenon to the after effects of a SpaceX rocket launch that occurred a mere 150 miles away just minutes before the spectacle.
Well, now they're just reaching. I don't know why you have... Yeah, the SpaceX has a lot of weird phenomenon in the sky. I've seen on multiple occasions Starlink satellites dropping other satellites in orbit, and it looks really crazy. It looks amazing. I've seen that like twice now. But yeah, I don't know why you have to attribute this to a space rocket. I mean, it's really cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would be in awe if I saw something like this too. It's really amazing, but I mean, it kind of just looks like a break in the clouds, right?
Rocket launch that occurred a mere 150 miles away just minutes before the spectacle was filmed.
Wait, is that not clouds? Are those not... Maybe I'm seeing this like inverted. Is all the darkness... Comment, let me know. Is all that darkness clouds, or is that open sky? At first I thought it was cloud, like a cloudy night. And I thought, because of like this line right here, I thought it was clouds. But I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Is that like a dark night, clear night sky, and there's just this bright light there?
Critics were quick to point to a more earthly explanation. Critics have attributed the phenomenon to the after effects of a SpaceX rocket launch that occurred a mere 150 miles away just minutes before the spectacle was filmed.
Yeah, I know. I thought that too.
Spiritual interpretation and scientific reasoning has sparked a lively discussion on social media, with individuals from both camps defending their perspective. The Gates of Heaven video, as it's since been dubbed, continues to captivate and mystify. Whether it's a slice of the divine or a trick of the light courtesy of SpaceX, Brinson's experience remains a fascinating snapshot of the ever-blurring line between the celestial and the terrestrial.
At 5:51 in the morning.
I would be interested in somebody kind of doing more research on this. I'm not going to put this on the Discord to try to break down, because I don't think this is anything abnormal. Like, I mean, it's really cool. I don't think it's anything paranormal or strange. I don't think it's aliens. I don't think it's wormholes. It's some sort of illusion with light. Maybe a SpaceX rocket. I don't really think that, but comment and let me know if it's nighttime and there's a beam of light. That's intriguing. Yeah, that is intriguing, but I kind of feel like it's just overcast, like it's dark, but I don't know. That is a really intriguing one, but I'm gonna move on unless somebody has some interesting insight into that.
In an uncanny episode that left one family reaching for the nightlight, Jamie Bonnet and Stacey McGilvery were confounded when their 2-year-old son Loki seemed to interact with an unseen presence.
Do they name their son Loki?
Were confounded when their 2-year-old son Loki seemed to interact with an unseen presence. On April 3, 2022, as they were tucking their child into bed, what they assumed to be an innocent gesture towards a lampshade turned into something that they believed was far more spine-tingling. Take a look.
Who's that? What's that? It's a light. Whoa, hi. Ooh.
Captured on video, the young Loki appears initially puzzled as he stares into an empty corner of the room. But puzzlement quickly shifts to delight as his face breaks into a grin and he begins to wave and giggle at apparently nothing.
Hi. Oh, it keeps going. Loki's got seeing somebody.
The parents assert that this corner was where Loki's great-grandmother, now deceased, would have sat, suggesting a connection from beyond the grave.
Huh. I do think that babies probably see spirits and things, but
Footage which they shared has stirred a mix of reactions from the public. Skeptics dismiss it as the lively imagination of a child, while others are enthralled by the possibility of a supernatural visitation. The incident has not only ignited conversations about the existence of an afterlife, but also about the innocence of children and their potential to perceive things that adults can't. As the footage circulates, it beckons the question, was Loki simply enjoying a moment of childlike whimsy, or was he indeed waving at a ghostly figure from the past? Let me know where you land on this strange footage in the comments down below.
yeah, sure, why not? I don't have any problem with the baby seeing like his grandma. That's really possible. But I don't know. That's not video of a ghost. That's video of a baby seeing a ghost. So.
In the Pine Tavern restaurant nestled in the heart of Bend, Oregon, a pub boss and his staff claim to have witnessed an event that would make even the most seasoned ghost hunters raise an eyebrow.
I'm ready for it.
The last customer had departed and the closing checklist had begun. One of the workers experienced a sudden chill and the sensation that he was in the company of an unseen visitor. Captured on the pub's CCTV, an ordinary task takes a turn for the extraordinary.
Okay, cups falling. Something. I've seen a lot of footage like this. Oh boy, the cup is moving.
Has sparked speculation that the Pine Tavern restaurant might actually be haunted. The video clip has quickly become a talking point for both believers in the paranormal and skeptics alike.
Okay.
Veterans and internet commentators are abuzz with theories from drafts and vibrations to more spectral explanations.
That's not a draft. And I don't think that's a vibration.
Spectral explanations. For the staff of the Pine Tavern, this isn't just a random occurrence, but potentially the actions of a thirsty punter from the other side. The ghostly tale has not only served as an intriguing anecdote, but also attracted curious visitors, hoping to catch a glimpse of the supernatural in action. So how do you explain the stop-start motion of the glass? Love to hear your theories on this one down below.
Okay, well, yep, I've seen a lot of videos like this. Here's my... Oh, it is kind of interesting that
Love to hear your theories on this one down below.
he sees it move. He sees it move, right? And then he's kind of like, what is going on? He kind of is looking, but then he looks away and then it moves again. And then he looks back. He sees it move a second time, right? Okay, so just a few things. Let's assume... Let's just get the obvious out of the way. It's a business. They kind of have a reputation for like haunting, and this is something that attracts people to their pub, right? And so I wouldn't put it past any like the owners of the bar or anybody to fabricate to make something like this. And if they were to do something like that, obviously invisible string, a fishing line would be easy enough to do that. It doesn't move back. It's a one direction pull. And maybe, you know, they're even doing this behind the bartender's back. Like, they don't let him in on it at first, and then just to get a genuine reaction. But, you know, it could be a ghost. I just have to put that out there. It could be a ghost. It's just not compelling video for it to actually, for me to actually believe that. What would be more compelling? So they grab this and then they put it online and they're like, oh, we've got a ghost. Well, you have the security footage of when that cup was actually put there. There's a camera that's presumably caught the person who put that cup there. I want to see that, and I want to see it nonstop from that point to when it's pulled. And if you could show me that, I'd be a lot more convinced. But this is just a setup string until that point. So.
A regular evening drive through the quiet streets of northern North Devon, UK, turned into a spine-chilling adventure for two young men.
Memorial
They
sighting.
seemingly encountered a ghostly presence seated next to a symbol of remembrance. Josh Newton and his friend George Moore, both 21, found themselves at the centre of a supernatural mystery that has since captivated the local community and online spectators alike. It was the evening of December 28 when the pair, on their way to a family holiday home, paused to capture footage of a war memorial commemorating fallen soldiers from World War I and World War II. What was meant to be a simple act of remembrance took a turn for the inexplicable when Josh, an engineer by trade, glanced at his phone screen to see a translucent figure occupying a bench adjacent to the monument. The chilling footage reveals the spectral form of the figure, which is seemingly see-through, sparking debates on whether Josh had filmed a visitor from beyond the grave.
That's almost.
According to some viewers, the misty figure appears to be dressed in the attire of a soldier, sitting in solemn silence, gazing into the distance. Local legend and historical records do speak of soldiers from the area who valiantly fought in the Great Wars, leading some to speculate that perhaps the figure was a restless spirit of a fallen soldier, returning to a familiar haunt. Others, more skeptical, ponder if the apparition might just be a trick of the light or an optical illusion. As the debate around the footage continues, the bench by the Northern War Memorial stands as a new point of interest. It's become a poignant sight, not only for its commemorative purposes, but also a bridge between the present.
At first, I thought it was just a piano sitting out there, but it's a nice haunted bench. Whoa.
Eerie photograph captured in what's been done.
So this is. I want this to be intriguing. One of the first things I do when there's something blurry like this, I try to figure out is if it is actually has the intention of a human form, and I can't quite make that out.
If the apparition might just be a trick of the light or an optical illusion.
I just don't. I see something there. I see like a blur, but I don't really see the. I don't see the human part of it.
The footage continues. The bench by the Northern War Memorial stands as a new point of interest. It's become a poignant sight, not only for its commemorative purposes, but also a bridge between the present and a past that's still with.
I want this to be just a little bit better than it is, but I don't see a person. I don't know what that mist or smudge or whatever.
To those who pass by.
Is he inside of a car? I wonder if he could be inside of a car and there's a smudge on the window. That's always a really interesting optical illusion.
Interest. It's become a poignant sight, not only for its commemorative purposes, but also a bridge between the present and a past that still whispers to those who pass by. I
don't think that is a ghost. I don't think it's a spectral image of a ghost. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, because I could be convinced to maybe look more at that, but I think that could be an optical illusion like pareidolia, And the reason I'm leaning towards that is because I don't see a face, I don't see clothing, I don't see a spectral ghost. But yeah, comment, let me know what you think.
We take a look
I'm
at
moving
the
on.
photograph captured in what's been dubbed Britain's most haunted city. Remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and unnerving videos.
All right.
Visiting after a casual photography session at the historic Clifford's Tower seemed to have captured something beyond the ordinary. A ghostly apparition complete with what looks like a bullet hole in its head. The unsettling encounter.
All right, I'm here for it. Let's see it.
Outing to the well-known 13th century Castle Keep, a site teeming with history and, some say, echoes of the past. Walker, in the midst of sightseeing, took several photographs of the imposing structure, not realizing that she might have photographed more than just the remnants of history. It was only when Walker reviewed her pictures back at her hotel room that she noticed an unexpected figure materializing out of thin air in one of the frames.
This is a photo.
The image appears to show a spectral entity, its form hazy but unmistakably human, with the grim detail of what appears to be a hole through its head. A subsequent image, taken just a split second later, shows the figure apparently dematerializing.
Well, let's see that image. Huh.
Walker even shows the metadata from the images, proving that all the photographs were taken within 1 minute.
2 megabytes internal storage. Huh. I'm actually, again, 2101, it's not possible for any human to travel that fast. The cloud formations are the same too.
The photograph has since become a topic of intense discussion and speculation. Historians
Huh.
and enthusiasts familiar with York's
I
story
am
passed upon
kind
the
of
noted
interested in this one.
possibility that Walker's lens
We got Mike on here saying he always cringes at ultra blurry footage because the blurriness creates ambiguity, and in the ambiguity people can project stuff onto it. The next thing you know, a blurry vid goes viral. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. What do you, Mike? What do you think? What do you think of these photos right here? It looks like 3 different photos. One where there's nothing there. Somebody pops up. And then dematerializing.
The Walker's lens captured the spirit of a person from a bygone era, possibly linked to the many tumult lens.
Okay, let's.
Evident.
Okay, is that? Let's just. It looks like a person raising his arms out, right? Where are his hands? Is this just his clothes? His hands are invisible. But don't put anything past a ghost, right? I'm very intrigued. I'm very interested about this one, and I might put this up on the Discord just because I want to get other people's opinions on it. What could it possibly be? And I've said that for kind of a long time. I've always thought if people showed the metadata of their photos or their video, then I'd be more convinced, because a lot of these times you just edit these things in and there it's dematerializing. Huh. But it's in a different position, right? Yeah, but I think they're probably moving or something like that. That one might go up on the Discord. Okay. Right by a spotlight. Guy has his hands in his sweatshirt. How tall is the wall by that light? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. So I'm going to put that in the Discord after the live stream. I want more information on this. Yeah, it could be a guy, it could be a shadow, whatever, but I was intrigued that I think the person taking this didn't manipulate any photos. I think that they were genuinely capturing something, which is very strange. And I'd like to see more about what that could possibly be. We're gonna go back. That was Slap Tam's latest creepy footage that'll chill you to the core. This is his most recent video.
How you doing? I'm
Let's
Callan,
do
and
it.
This is Slap Ham. You're about to see some really scary videos. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content.
Yeah, one of the shoulders does look kind of square-ish. I am in agreement. I've looked at other ghost photos where that's what I'm wondering, if it's pareidolia, if it is just something that I don't know. I'm gonna put that in the Discord.
Just like this.
When a Redditor, known by the username FRG00, shared a story about a seemingly ordinary day, quickly took a mysterious turn. The user's mother had chosen to capture a live photo of a decorative piece adorning their dining room table. Yet when they reviewed the photo, they discovered an unexpected detail. In the background of the image, there appears to be a subtle movement.
They don't, let me guess, they don't have a dog, they don't have a cat, they don't have a child.
The Redditor believes that this movement is the apparition of their beloved dog, which sadly passed away roughly a
okay.
year prior to this incident.
Yeah.
This intriguing tale not only speaks to the love and bond shared between pets and their owners, but also living pets that once shared
It's a
a
phantom
bond
dog. I think it,
and often
sure, I believe you, dude. It could be a phantom dog, but I don't know how to distinguish between your ghost, your dead dog, and your actual living dog that you're just saying is dead.
puzzle or a is to scan and log, or is there another way to explain what we're seeing here? Watch the video again and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you have checked in with your wife and your.
In a remarkable coincidence, an elderly man with dementia who had been reported missing in Maine was discovered by a local news crew who were there to cover his disappearance. While broadcasting live in May 2013, Norm Karkos, a reporter with ABC's WMTW in Portland, was unexpectedly approached by Robert McDonough, the subject of their report.
I'm Jeremy. I've been looking for you for a while. You heard or anything?
McDonough appeared in the background, walking towards the news crew, and as he got closer to Karkos, who was positioned outside McDonough's residence, he asked what was going on.
This is interesting. I don't think it's any.
Timing is everything, Aaron and Shannon, and good news and a happy ending right now. The gentleman behind us you're looking at, that is Robert McDonough. We were doing our last live shot at the bottom of the hour, and we saw a gentleman just kind of walk up behind us, and he identified himself as Bob McDonough.
The community had been gripped by worry as the man had been missing for 14 hours. Local authorities had promptly launched an intensive search operation enlisting the aid of both official resources and concerned citizens. While the news crew was on site to provide updates on the search efforts, when they unexpectedly stumbled upon the missing individual, it was a heartening moment, captured live as the reporter and crew realized they had found the very person the entire community was desperately searching for.
That's great.
Gratefully, he was found in stable health, albeit a little disoriented.
This is a great ending to this story. He's been missing since 4 o'clock yesterday, and the wardens have been out here.
Oh, that's just a nice story. That was a good ending.
Unsettling video
Good job,
shared
Slaptam.
on Reddit by the user WillJW, viewers are presented with an enigma that's hard to explain. Take a look.
Is this looks like security footage. That's just a person walking around. I bet you $1 million.
Recorded by a home security camera at 2:30 a.m., the footage shows an odd white shape moving around in the backyard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move on from this one. I've seen like a bajillion of these.
At what might be a ghost. Several viewers suggested it was likely just a spider's web. Water thought it might about what might be lurking in the
I don't
shadows
know.
when the world is asleep. While the OP thought it might actually, or mentioning issues, noting or
I think that's just a person walking around. I don't know.
Probably 2 more.
When cemetery explorer and history hunter Serenity Sue was contacted by a subscriber informing her that they believed she caught a ghost in a previous upload, she had to rewatch the footage to see for herself. In the video, which was captured at a cemetery in Enniscorthy Island, the ghostly figure can be hard to see. Take a look and see if you can spot it.
There is, before I get to this ghostly figure that can be hard to see, there is like a fine balance. If something is too clear, if something is too detailed and clear, then you have this problem of that it's probably hoaxed, right? Somebody set it up. But if it's, if it's not, then it's like the best ghost footage ever. But if it's too blurry, if it's too nothing there, like just too misty or ghost-like or just kind of a smudge or a cloud, it's not enough. And I get it. Ghosts can be hard to see, and maybe ghosts can also be very detailed. But there's just like, if I'm gonna find something that's intriguing, it's gotta be right in this little sweet spot. And I can't define the sweet spot for you, but I know it when I see it. And so let's hope this is something good here.
Screenshot or send me more information about it. Now I've put an arrow there to show you exactly where Simone has pointed out this capture.
When the footage is slowed down, a zoom reveals what appears to be a woman with dark-coloured hair beside a gravestone. Watch carefully as the figure then seems to turn their head. Enniscorthy, like many towns in Ireland with rich histories, has its share of ghost stories and legends. Ireland's long history, spanning from ancient times through various invasions and uprisings, provides a backdrop for numerous tales of the supernatural. Nestled in the heart of Enniscorthy, this majestic castle has been an emblem of the town's history since the 13th century. Over the centuries, the castle has witnessed countless events, from battles and sieges to celebrations and ceremonies. Given its storied past, it's hardly a surprise that tales of spectral sightings and mysterious happenings have become intertwined with its legacy. Whispered legends speak of former inhabitants who never truly left, soldiers from bygone eras still patrolling the corridors, and unseen presences that occasionally make themselves known. Visitors and locals alike share tales of ghostly encounters, adding to the rich tapestry of the castles.
Rich tapestries and history. Okay. Let's get back to that ghost. That is a long description.
So then, does this video captured by Serenity Sue add to the ghostly legends of this old town? Or is there another way to explain what's being caught on camera here? Watch the footage again and judge for yourself.
I just don't see it. I mean, there's something, but I don't know. I don't see a human face. I don't see a person in a... I don't know. I don't know what that is. Could be anything.
A chilling and ambiguous dark figure can be seen ominously lingering near a woman seated in a restaurant.
Is that a dark figure, though?
The poster, whose family owns the restaurant, notes that the woman is a close friend of their aunt, who can be seen on the left-hand side of the captured frame. Strangely, the uploader also mentions that the woman was believed to have been cursed by her own family. Although they don't dive into the details of this curse, they did note feeling a dark energy surrounding her when they first met. As is often the case,
looks like a fern, like a plant. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Several astute Redditors believe that there might be a simpler, non-paranormal explanation for this strange dark shape. They think it could actually be a hooker that's sitting on the table in the foreground.
What?
This could be the case, as you can see the woman holding a red pipe connected to a hose. So what do you think about this one? Is the dark shape somehow related to the woman's supposed curse, or is it more likely just the hooker in the foreground? Let me know what you think.
I thought they were saying... Maybe it's a hookah in the foreground. I thought they were saying that it was a ghost of a hookah. Oh, yeah, I don't know what that is. That's nothing paranormal. I can tell you that, though.
While
We'll go with a ghost hookah.
While recording a tutorial on painting techniques, artist John Kidd inadvertently captured an unusual occurrence on camera. Take a look.
So we started, you know, waving hankies, recording, going. We had all. What was that going across the camera?
On analysing the footage on a bigger screen, he noted that the peculiar anomaly seemed to have distinct definition and shape. To him, it looked as though it stood up before moving across the screen.
What was that going across the camera? Like a bloody ghost or something. What the hell was that? It's like most haunted. Anyway, yeah, a ghostly figure just, I don't know if it picked up.
Intrigued, he later attempted to reproduce the mysterious sighting under similar conditions, but found himself unable to replicate the strange phenomenon. A viewer suggested that it might simply have been a dust particle, but the poster noted that he had been filming in that room for 18 months and nothing like this had ever. Poster note. A viewer suggested that it might simply have been a dust particle.
Alright, frame by frame this. Let's see. Can we make out any eyes or anything? I think that was a genuine reaction. I think he really saw something. I don't think he was making it up. Again, could be a ghost. Could be a ghost. But I think probably it was not a ghost. I don't know. Maybe I'm being extra cynical today.
Noted that he had been filming in that room.
I think I do like nukes better, though.
Nothing like this had ever happened before.
Like a bloody ghost.
Yeah, moving on. I don't know about... it's whatever.
Footage back on three with the issues prompting them to manifest in various ways. Interactions can range from subtle signs like unexplained sounds, cold drafts, or moved objects, to more direct encounters, such as apparitions or tactile experiences. Some cultures and spiritual beliefs posit that these spirits may be seeking closure or attempting to convey a message, while others see them as omens or warnings. In this
daytime, nighttime, window, could be a car driving by at night. Yeah, sure. I totally agree with that. Could be.
video posted to Facebook by Ahmed Shah, we see possible evidence in one such interaction.
What?
The video shows what appears to be a dark ghostly figure
Hold on here.
with two dogs.
I gotta back this up. I didn't hear what he had to say about. I'm gonna listen to his whole thing here. Huh. This is an interesting one.
Tales and anecdotes of ghosts or spirits interacting with the living world. These entities are often believed to retain certain emotional ties or unresolved issues, prompting them to manifest in various ways. Interactions can range from subtle signs like unexplained sounds, cold drafts, or moved objects, to more direct encounters, such as apparitions or tactile experiences. Some cultures and spiritual beliefs posit that these spirits may be seeking closure or attempting to convey a message, while others see them as omens or warnings. In this video, posted to Facebook by Ahmed Shah, we see possible evidence in one such interaction. The video shows what appears to be a dark, ghostly figure interacting with two dogs. The dogs look apprehensive as they approach the figure, even when it appears to place treats on the ground. Like so many videos of this nature, there's very little accompanying information, making it difficult to critique what we're actually seeing. If the ghostly figure is simply a normal person, one does have to wonder why they appear transparent and out of focus when all the other elements in the clip are clearly visible. Unfortunately, until more information comes to hand, this video and the identity of the strange ghostly figure will have to remain a mystery.
Huh, the dog sees a bit blurry too, yes. That, what I've got a problem with. Yeah, so that is interesting. It's interesting because you don't really see something like this every day. But let's go through the process of thinking about this as a hoax.
It's in the clip. I wonder what you see. There's grounds look apprehensive as they approach the figure, even when it appears to play.
Well, actually, I want to...
In this video posted to Facebook by Ahmed Shah, we see possible evidence in one such interaction.
There's no information about where this is, or is this a security? This looks like security footage, right?
Interaction.
First things first, it kind of does appear like he is translucent. I don't know that he necessarily has to be translucent. I think that he could just be heavily blurred and you're not actually seeing through him. The weirdest part of this is the dogs. The dogs do. You can't train dogs to see ghosts. It does kind of look like they are seeing a stranger and they're trying to figure out whether this is what's up with this guy, right? And then right there, yeah, to your point, Larry, the blur is more than just around his body. It blurs the dog, so it makes me think somebody really was there and somebody just took the footage and put like a blur filter over him. But then again, I mean, look at this. It does really kind of look translucent, right? Actually, up in that corner. Oh, that's a tough one.
Shows what appears to be a dark, ghostly figure interacting with two dogs. The dogs look apprehensive as they approach the figure, even when it appears to place treats on the ground.
I want him to go over this like black object right there, but he doesn't.
Like so many videos of this nature, there's very little if the ghost now to focus when all the other elements in the clip are clearly.
If you're editing this, if you faked this, obviously they didn't do a good job enough because obviously the dog going out of focus and blurring, that is, like you said, Larry, that's one of the that is a tell that it could be edited. But at the same time, you know, you could argue as a believer that like this guy is just emanating like a cloaking blur or something like that, which I think, and it's partially enveloping the dog. I want more information about this, and he just doesn't have it. And so this is one that I'm going to put this on the Discord after the stream is over. We got water on the camera lens, maybe. We got X-Jax. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. I do have a problem, like Larry pointed out, that the dog is a little bit blurry too. Water on the camera lens.
The dogs look apprehensive as they approach the figure, even when it appears to place treats on the ground.
I don't
Like so many videos of this
think it's like water on the camera lens. You can almost see his face, like you can see his eyes right there. And he's wearing like a helmet or something. A hoodie that looks like maybe a hoodie, right?
Accompanying information making making it difficult to critique what we're actually seeing. If the ghostly figure...
Yeah, why would the dog be blurry? Just Jax. Good to have you on the live stream regardless. Thank you, I really appreciate it, Jax. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this one. I feel like somebody could have edited this or blurred this. The reason I'm inclined to put it on the Discord is because I am not entirely convinced that he isn't transparent.
Transparent and out of focus when all the other elements in the clip are clearly visible.
How much can you blur something? See, like right here, you see where my mouse is? His head is right here, but this, like, I don't know if it's the end of a sidewalk or something, but this line right here, it passes through his head, which, I mean, that looks transparent to me. That looks translucent, right? The blurriness, the translucentness is kind of following him around, which is really intriguing to me. And I want to get to the bottom of this. I want more information. After this live stream, I'm gonna post it on the Discord. So we're gonna go over some nukes here. We watched this one 2 days ago. We watched. I did. I don't think I did all of this one. I did. I posted videos. Let's see here.
To explore an old abandoned house in the woods near Waverly Hall, Georgia.
I already made a video about old Willis House. Let's skip forward.
Common face filters.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh, I think I did all this one live, right?
Philippines. Late one night, a Jet's girlfriend Jen drives over to the cafe to catch up on some important paperwork. Jen is completely alone with only their cat Bulog to keep her company.
Nukes just makes me feel happier, right? All right.
What happens next is truly bizarre.
Okay. Oh, I see a mirror back there. I wonder if that's weird. Oh, something falls off the desk. Okay. Okay. Well, okay, obviously you see a lot of things like this and it's people setting it up, but what's interesting about this is how long it takes for this to happen, because let's just we got like a 7 times replay, right? So before even the first thing happens, speed times 3. I really don't want to put this on the Discord. Speed times 7. I mean, I don't know if that was speed times 7. I don't even know what speed times 7 means. Like 7 times as fast? I don't think that's 7 times as fast. Yeah, Jax. Nuke's just, I don't know if it's his voice or whatever. He just feels better. Mike, going back to the shadow figure. Also, check whether the blur that goes over the dog might be a blurred out video watermark. I don't mean water on the lens. Yeah, like I know what you mean. Oh, that's interesting. That would be interesting to check for. She does seem awfully chill for things just kind of like flying around, but I feel like I would be like that too. What's throwing me off is a 7 times speed. Like, that gives me the impression that she's sitting there for a long time, but I just don't think that that how fast she's actually moving reflects it being 7 times speed. I mean, look at this. Oh, and we have a timestamp up there. Okay, I mean, is that really? So that's a minute. 7. I swear that's not 7 times speed. We got one thing falling over there, and then how long does it take for the next thing to fall? Because I'm trying to figure out how elaborate this hoax is what I'm trying to determine here. 5 times speed. It says 5 times speed, but this is okay. It's literally still like not even a minute. Okay, so it's still happening fairly quickly. That gave me the impression that this was over like a long period of time, and this is turning into a hoax really quick here. Something moving inside the shop. Okay. Can maybe be rats. We got 5 people on the stream. I know it's late, so I appreciate you guys jumping on. Being in place. We got Harry Brownbill on the stream commenting. He says, what was she doing with the paper? Seemed there was no purpose. Yeah, kind of. I think I agree with that too. I mean, I'm gonna move beyond this one. My biggest thing with that one is that it seemed like a longer period of time was happening than actually was. Like, I was watching the timestamp and it's like not even like minutes were going by. So we got, is there more?
Headphones and a keyboard start falling from desks, eventually freaking out Jen so much that she hurries out of the cafe and calls her boyfriend Ajit, the cafe owner. Ajit seems to calm her down enough that she goes back inside to collect her things. But as Jen turns off the lights, one of the chairs quickly slides toward her, scaring her so much that she panics and just throws her paperwork at the chair and runs out. Ajit shares his CCTV footage to his social media and asks people to keep an open mind. Now, Ajit and his girlfriend Jen have never posted anything about the paranormal before, and they say they have never experienced anything supernatural until this incident. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Okay.
The Goodwill Ghost Doll.
All right. I'm not going to put that on Discord, but here's my breakdown of that. There's just like an endless supply of chairs moving videos, and like poltergeists that are moving chairs and things falling off desks and things moving on the table. And I am totally on board. I'm totally happy with ghosts being able to do that. All right. And then I have to take into consideration was she acting? I don't know. Maybe she was just seemed like genuine reactions, but I do kind of agree that I don't know what she was doing with those papers. It does kind of seem like it was pointless what she was doing with those papers. The jump and scream looked kind of legit though. Yes, I agree, Jax. It did look kind of legit. So here's where I'm at with that one. I am leaning on the side of no, I don't think there's anything legit paranormal there. But if you guys want to get in the comments and on Discord, you know, try to convince me otherwise, I can be persuaded. So I'm going to pass on this one, but let me know what you guys think. All right, moving on.
TikTok user James Fodder bought a very creepy doll at his local Goodwill. At the time, a store employee warned James that the doll's previous owner was in a rush to get rid of it because she believed it was very haunted. James didn't believe in the paranormal and knew the doll was worth quite a bit of money, so he bought it and took it.
Yeah, maybe it was a prank. A prank. I agree with that. That's probably the most likely scenario there. She really was reacting like she was scared, but they could have just been pranking her.
At home. That's when he realized that he had made a huge mistake.
We got a haunted,
James
we got a
began to
possessed
hear voices.
doll coming
The doors
in.
in his home started to open and close on their own. And scariest of all, he started seeing strange shadowy shapes around his home.
Is that just I know that's Nuke's dramatic effect, but and he started seeing bodies being dragged along the floor.
James decided to place the doll on a chair in an empty room with a motion-activated camera monitoring it. What he captures is downright creepy.
I'm here for it. Let's see it. What's gonna happen? Make the prediction. What do you think is gonna happen? Is it all gonna like move? Is the chair gonna move? Are we gonna see like an orb flying out of it and into it? I think the doll has to like move or blink, right? We've seen a lot of blinking dolls. I bet it blinks. Is that supposed to be the creepy part? I'm gonna let it go, but I think they're manually controlling it, so. Those particles, those are just dust particles, by the way. I mean, there's nothing weird there. But empty rooms with a doll sitting in it. Ah! My head was in the way. There was like this gremlin demon ghost.
The camera moves around as if tracking movement somewhere in the empty room. But nothing's moving. Then a small dark shape can be seen quickly moving across the floor in the hallway behind the doll. James explains that the camera only moves when it senses physical motion, so he has no idea why the camera would be moving when there's nothing there. Another night of filming, and when James checks his camera footage, he is shocked.
Okay, so he's claiming that they weren't moving the camera. Heather predicted a floating doll. Yeah, they are creepy no matter what. I kept thinking when the camera kept panning back, and it would like hyper focus on the doll, I kept thinking the doll would be like standing up or something like that. But this weird, so there's two parts to this. There's this weird thing run across this weird, but I don't know if you saw it well, but it ran from that room to there. Before we see what else there is creepy about this, I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to kind of frame by frame this here.
Across the floor.
It's just a black ball of something. It literally could just be a ball. I don't know. But they're also claiming that the camera shouldn't be moving around and that it only moves when it senses movement, which, yeah, there are cameras like that. But I think those cameras you can also manually move them. We got 6 people on the stream really late at night on a weekday, so I'm really happy about that.
Or in the hallway behind the doll.
All right.
No idea why the camera would. And when James.
Let's see what else it captures. There's a lot of dust floating around in that room. No! Ha! You saw it, right? You saw it move. Oh my gosh.
The camera still moves all around, seemingly tracking something that we can't see. Then the doll seems to just start moving all on its own. James says that he was a skeptic before all this, but that he now 100% believes that the doll he brought home from Goodwill has a paranormal entity attached to it. But what do you think is happening here? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Trespassers.
Guys, I really just, my heart wants that to be real. I just think it's probably not. That's just my gut. That's just my intuition. I can't see any strings. I can't see any obvious mechanisms. I mean, ultimately, it wouldn't be too hard to set something like this up, but you'd have to set it up. And it is curious why the camera keeps moving back and forth. Somebody would have to be manually moving it back and forth, and then also randomly catching the doll move slightly. I think it only moved like 3 times, right?
Before all this, but that he now 100% believes that the doll he brought home from Goodwill has a paranormal entity attached to it. But what do you think is happening here?
I'm gonna go back to the first movement, and I'm just gonna. Dang, that is really creepy though. Moved again. Yeah, it moved like 3 different times. It's not the worst haunted doll vid I've seen. Yeah. Oh man, I really don't want to put this on Discord, but I might. Just because I want they've got to be augmenting the doll somehow, okay? Okay. So the foot moves in a little bit. Foot moves in a little bit, and then it slides back into its chair, facing the camera almost dead on. And we didn't even see that movement. Oh, like, so it off camera, it moves tilted forward a little bit, and then the camera moves back. Oh, this is intriguing. I have to admit, this is intriguing. Okay. Off camera, it tilted forward a little bit. And then right here, it falls back. Okay. Could they have like a remote control little wheel or something inside the doll that they're controlling? That's kind of augmenting it or moving it. I'm really trying here because that doesn't seem like that would be. All right, it's going on Discord, guys. I'm putting that one on Discord, marking this one. Jack says, I'm not sure how you would debunk that, though. So, yeah, it's a good question. It's a good question. Does Nuke say who this is from? TikTok James Fodder.
So he has.
So one thing that you can do, you can just go to James Fodder's TikTok, and you can see how often he posts weird things like this. And even if you cannot debunk this video, if you cannot prove without a shadow of a doubt that this isn't a ghost or a possessed doll, you can see what other types of stuff he posts on his channel. And if he has stuff like this all the time, then that's a big red flag. Like, it's a big red flag that he's just hoaxing this type of stuff. But you can kind of get a really good impression about what people are like, just whether they're hoaxers, whether they do goofy stuff like this, or whether they're genuine, just by looking at what else they post on social media. And he's got his TikTok, James Fodder. And maybe he's got some other like ghost videos on there that are easy to debunk. And he might tip his hand. He might give himself away in a different video, which discredits this video. I'm not saying he does, but I just don't know at the moment. So that's what I would want to find out when I post it on Discord. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Pastors. This next mysterious video was shared to Reddit by Raphael H445, who claims that his sister recorded the
I do. Yeah, that's a good possessed doll video. I'll admit that.
footage on her property. Late one night, a motion-activated security camera outside their home senses movement.
Are they saying those people aren't supposed to be there? Ooh.
The CCTV records two trespassers standing at the property gate. The homeowner heads outside to demand that they leave and clicks his car alarm to activate his truck's headlights. It lights up the two strangers as clear as day, but when he yells for them to leave, they don't move. Then the man heads for his truck, reaching inside and flipping on the headlights. But the trespassers have disappeared. To this day, the family has no idea who they were or what they were doing there. But most disturbing of all, where did they go? The graveyard flyer. A while were disappeared. To this day, the family has no idea.
They're just kind of frozen there.
Yeah, who they were or what they were doing there. But most disturbing of all, where did they go? The graveyard flyer.
Yeah. Huh. Is Mike still here? What do you think of this one? These people on the security camera that are there and that are not there.
Who they were.
They seem just frozen there, which at first I just thought maybe
Standing at the property gate. The home.
Why do they look weird? Why do they look like people, but just a little off or something? Like they're
TV records two
like they've got like a glitch. Then they're like a video game character or something like that. Why do they look like that?
trespassers standing at the property gate.
Is it possible those aren't even like people?
The CCTV records two trespassers standing at the property gate.
What is that? What are they? Somebody comment and tell me what you think. Like, are those really two people standing there? And then he shines the headlights. Maybe this will have to go on the Discord too. I don't know how to explain this
Homeowner
one.
heads outside to demand that they leave and clicks his car alarm to activate his truck's headlights. It lights up the two strangers as clear as day.
So he with his key fob, he lights up the headlights and lights them up.
But when he yells for them to leave, they don't move.
And they
And the
just
man
are kind of imprinted on the camera there.
It's for his truck, reaching inside and
And it seems pretty clear that he sees them, like, right? Like, he's yelling at them.
they don't move. Then the man heads for his truck, reaching inside and flipping on the headlights. But the
The only thing I think of is if the first time he shone the lights on them, and then the lights went off, they did run away. And the camera just left an imprint of them there, which is so weird.
trespassers have disappeared. To this day, the family has no idea who they were or what they were doing there. But most disturbing of all, where did they go?
It's videos like this that make me want to believe even more. Although I just think that this is there's probably a good explanation for this. They do seem a bit mannequin-ish. Oh, yeah. Let's see if they're like mannequins.
For them to leave, they don't move. Then the man head his day, but when he yells for them to leave, it's
Yeah, like mannequins in like a store with like hoodies on or something like that. Oh, but they just look weird and then they're gone. I don't know how to explain that.
It lights up the two strangers as clear as day, but when he yells for them to leave, they don't move. Then the man heads for his truck, reaching inside and flipping on the headlights. But the trespassers have disappeared.
All right. Discord, that one as well. We're getting some good ones here.
Graveyard Flyer. A while back, we featured a video by ghost hunters David and Dell from the YouTube channel Signs and Signals. In the video, they visited what is said to be a haunted church and captured multiple encounters.
Speaking of haunted churches, guys, I am doing my Friday video. Make sure you tune in 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for the premiere of my Friday video about the Dog Man. I relate like a true encounter, somebody seeing the Dog Man outside of an abandoned old church or school building. I'm not sure exactly which one. But yeah, I've got a Dogman video premiering this Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Love to see you there.
With a creepy shadow figure.
Did you used to play piano here?
We got a peekaboo shadow.
We would love to hear you play again.
Does he come back again? Is that 2 times?
What's that?
Grainy, dark shadows.
Decided to return to the church for another investigation. But this time their plans aren't to investigate the church. Because you see, just outside the church is an old cemetery with graves dating back to the early 1800s.
I love old
The guys
cemeteries.
decide to investigate the graveyard for any paranormal activity. And at first, they don't really experience anything.
That's how it always goes. That's how it always goes. At first, nobody ever experiences anything. And then it happens. I wonder if they were doing a mock encounter for practice or something, testing the CCTV, etc. Ooh, good. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Is anybody out here?
So the guys decide to split up and explore the cemetery separately. As David wanders alone through the graves, he sees something that he just can't explain.
I swear I keep thinking.
I just if all it is a shadow person, I'm moving on.
Thinking that I hear something.
He tripped over his foot, almost dropped the camera. There's gonna be a jump scare. Oh, it was like a shadow bat or something. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Something flying out. Whew, that is really dark, and it's an object, and That's getting a big for me. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I just saw something go. I don't know what I saw. It looked like a shadow or something go to that bush. A shadow going to the bush. I don't even
Did
know.
it look like the face of a Native American man?
It was like a shadow. It's over here. It's over here. The bush. The bush. The bush.
I don't know what that was. I have no idea what that is. You could try to put this in some software and try to brighten it up, see if you can get more of the shape of it.
The guys search behind the bush and even inside it, but there's no evidence of whatever the strange flying black thing might have been. Then Dell makes a disturbing discovery.
Inside the bush.
Tombstone in there?
There's a tombstone right here. Dude.
Ooh.
Look at that.
There is a tombstone.
1840.
That's the coolest part of this video. I love old cemeteries because you get stuff like this. This is amazing. I want to know the history of that tombstone now and who that is. That's awesome.
Dude, that is freaking crazy, bro.
The bush that the strange dark shape flew into is actually the marker for a grave, dating back to the year 1842.
Wow.
So was this bizarre shadow figure one of the spirits that haunt the old graveyard?
Probably not.
Maybe returning to its grave?
Probably
If
not.
Then just what is this? Let me know what you think.
I don't know, but I don't have the energy to
Rings a bell.
to mess with that one.
Joss 11 says that his mother's friend captured something very strange on their Ring doorbell camera.
What the heck?
It's a little after 4 in the morning when a translucent shape appears out of nowhere and seems to activate the Ring doorbell 6 times before it moves away and disappears. Now, usually I would just write this off as a spider web. That's too close to the lens. But a spider web can't ring a doorbell 6 times. And also this thing seems to react each time the doorbell rings. Then it just moves off and disappears into the night. Again, not really like a spider web. So could this be a paranormal event caught on camera? Or just what is going on here? Let me know what you think. Camera or spider? But a spider would just time a translucent.
Okay, I gotta clear my brain for that one.
It's a little after 4 in the morning when a translucent shape appears out of nowhere and seems to activate the Ring doorbell 6 times. Translucent rings are right on one of the 11.
at first, I thought it was slamming against the opposing wall, making that metallic clanking sound. But that's apparently the doorbell sound. That's the sound of the doorbell. So this thing is ringing the doorbell. I am so perplexed by this one. And then it floats high. It floats off into the sky. Oh my. This is, I mean, it's got to be some sort of reflection, right? Maybe like a laser pointer. But then the doorbell's ringing. Is anything else moving? I mean, is this actually a live shot?
First friend captured something very strange on their Ring doorbell camera.
Or is this just a still image? I think it is a video. In the background, kind of like right here by this light, you can see video, right?
Strange on their Ring doorbell camera.
Right here, there is some light passing by, and it just makes me think that this actually is that it is actually a video. I'm gonna feel so stupid if this is if this is like an easy Ring cam thing. What do we got going on here? We got 6 people on the stream. Welcome. I know it's a late on a weekday, but you guys are here. I appreciate you. I love you. This is a Moonlit Ghost. Like and subscribe. We got Ariel of Eden. Those 2 people look like life-size cardboard cutouts. What if those were what if they were cardboard cutouts that just dropped? I feel like you would still see that on the camera though, but that's actually a good point. That's a good thought what it could be. Okay, we got the nude president in town. My brother, it's past your bedtime. You caught me. You caught me, dude. It's I'm I can't help the live stream, It's just what I do these days. We got Mike saying, I seen this one before. My idea was that it's a strand of web caught on a bug. The bug isn't in view, but the web is. The bug is attracted to the doorbell. Maybe a light on it. Maybe a moth. Okay, good theory. How do you explain the doorbell ring? If this isn't set up, if it's not staged, how is the doorbell ringing? Because the doorbell ringing makes a lot more sense to me, because at first when I watched this, I thought that light figure was like clanking the opposing wall. That's what it looks like. I hate that's what it looks like. Why does it look like the light is bouncing off of the opposing wall with like an iron pipe? But it's like ringing the doorbell. What do you think, nude president? What is this?
Isabel. Reddit user RileyJoss11 says that his mother's friend captured something very strange on their Ring doorbell camera.
All right. I'm taking nude president's word for this. 100%. Whatever he says it is, that's what this is. Is it a ghost? What is that, Prez?
It's a little after 4 in the morning when a translucent shape appears out of nowhere and seems to activate the Ring doorbell 6 times before it moves away.
I'm sorry, I'm hung up on this and we'll move on,
Now,
but I
usually
just...
I would just write this off as a spider web. That's too close to the lens.
Nude President says it's a ghost for sure. Never seen more compelling evidence.
A spider web can't ring a doorbell 6 times. And also this thing...
If there wasn't audio to it, either like I don't think this is a hoax. I don't think somebody like fabricated this. Something is going on. Somebody seems to be ringing the doorbell, right? Floating fork, corny corn. Welcome to the live stream. We got 7 people watching this late on a weekday, guys. I appreciate it. Love you.
Seems to react each time the doorbell rings. Then it just moves off and disappears into the night. Again, not really like a spider web. So could this be a paranormal event caught on camera?
Although it could be a spider web, but how do you explain the door ringing? I don't know. It's going on Discord. I'm moving on. I have no idea. I don't know what that is.
Let me know what you think. Through the roof. Late one night.
It's very possible. Somebody just edited the Ring doorbell sound into the video. Sure. Do Ring doorbells... Maybe somebody... The Ring doorbells, by default, have audio, right? Like you can hear people.
Shelly and her daughter Melody go outside to take a look at a group of cute cats that have gathered in the yard outside their home in Indonesia. Then things take a very creepy turn.
Ada apa, Dek? Ada apa?
Oh man, cats are creepy just by themselves. I'd be tripping out just by that white cat walking at me.
Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen standing on a rooftop right in front of them. Shelly doesn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
Confused as to why her daughter is so upset. It's only after posting the video to TikTok that viewers tell Shelly there was something on that roof. But what do you think this is? Let me know.
Yeah, even when they pointed it out, I didn't see what it was.
It's only doesn't see it. Video to TikTok. Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen standing on a rooftop right in front of them. Shelly doesn't see it and is confused as to why her daughter is so upset. It's only after posting the video to TikTok that viewers tell Shelly there was something on that roof.
Yeah, it's called a roof. I don't know. It doesn't look like anything to me.
What do you think this is? Let me know.
That looks legitimately like a roof to me. I didn't see any ghost or specter or shadow or anything there. That's a weird one. Okay.
Invited. Popular Korean ghost hunt live streamer Michael from the YouTube channel Docha Michael explores an abandoned house that is said to be haunted. When Michael arrives at the location, even before he has a chance to enter the building, strange things start to happen.
yeah, ghost roof on top of the regular roof. I know, that's a frightening prospect. We gotta move in a wheelchair.
Where?
And it's moving by itself. There doesn't appear to be anybody moving it.
Where?
It's actually moving back and forth, so you'd have to have like he should wow. Him slowing down his voice, that was creepier than the wheelchair, I'm gonna be honest. He scared himself.
As soon as Michael starts recording and is just about to enter the old abandoned house, a wheelchair starts to move all on its own. Now, obviously, Michael is shocked by what he just witnessed, but he has no idea that things are about to get even creepier.
All right, what is this gonna be? Is this gonna be it's the wow for me. Is this gonna be like a bombardment of like moving doors and objects and pillows and blankets and things? Comment what you think, what your prediction is here. Yep, it's yeah, okay. Door kind of moving. He's doing this like first person video game type deal. Yeah. Cardinal sin.
Something seems to pound on a door, catching Michael's attention. Then the door suddenly
Okay,
seems
yep.
to be hot, or there's no one there.
Yeah.
Just an empty room.
Mm-hmm.
Later into the investigation, downright chilling.
We got a bold prediction here. There hasn't been a figure on the nude president says that the dude's gonna get suplexed by a ghost. Figure on the other side of the semi-transparent screen. I can't remember his name, but I like dug deep into, a lot of people make videos very similar to this, and I forget his name, but I dug deep into a guy's channel who did things very similar to this, and it's all just hocus pocus, setup, weird stuff. Why is my stomach making noises? His stomach was so loud, it was that clear on his camera. You need to eat some breakfast, my guy, before you go ghost hunting. I don't even know if I believe that. Would your camera pick up your stomach growling? What? Why would he fake that? Or is his stomach really just growling that loudly? My stomach. Okay. Where is it? Something. It's a gremlin ghost. Yeah, it's like a shadow. It is a shadow of something. Too bad there's a lot of... He's surrounded by shadows, I guess. No, this... Guys. I'm seriously asking this question. Like... Would your stomach growl loud enough for the camera to be able to pick it up? That's blowing my mind right now. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish this nukes video, and we'll call the live stream it. But yeah.
The ghost hunter's stomach suddenly starts to growl from hunger, and he is so distracted rubbing his belly that he doesn't even notice that someone or something is walking up right behind him. But when he turns around, again, there's just no one there. Michael has no idea what he just captured on camera. He continues his exploration of the creepy abandoned building. Now Michael hears a sound coming from the same curtain he
Yeah, he got
earlier.
that tummy.
When he gets close to the curtain to find an explanation to the strange sound, this happens.
Does he see a hand? Is it a hand? Oh, it's gonna be a jump scare. Oh no. Well,
Something seems to punch at Michael through the curtains. Understandably, he is terrified by the strange attack and makes a run for it. So did Michael capture evidence of something paranormal on camera? Something trying to attack him? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
yeah, I think that's all just an elaborate hoax. And I just gotta say, the scariest thing about that is his stomach growling. I don't know what the deal is with that one. Yeah. Yeah, that ghost was ready to throw down. All right, guys, I think this is the last one. Yeah, that was it. He's just asking for subscribers, like I'm gonna do right now. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm surprised. I think I got like 7 people on the stream late on a weekday, guys. It is a weekday, right? My days are so backwards, so messed up. Like right now, I don't even know, but wasn't too far off, dude. That ghost wanted to fight for sure. Like and subscribe. Thank you for joining the Moonlit Ghost. Join me for my premiere about the Dog Man. It's premiering 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You know what? I'm gonna change my in-studio main here. I'm gonna go to this Dog Man video, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time this Friday. Love to see you there in the comments. It's gonna be premiere. I'll be there, and I love you guys. I'm trying to get the Moonlit Ghost off the ground. Comment, like, let me know what you'd like to see, and maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow. Trying to get into a steady rhythm. Go to Discord, guys. Go to Discord. Drop some things for me to react to. Right here. I'm always... Oh, I gotta go into my in-studio corner here. And then I gotta move me out of the way. Hold on. Yeah. That's my lights. Right here. You see right here? Go here. Drop some YouTube clips. Some things that are weird that you don't know what to think about in the reaction suggestion. And I'm gonna put some stuff here. I want to revive this community, guys. This is something I really think is worthwhile. And thank you for everybody who is helping me. Enjoy the holidays. Yes. Also, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Love you guys. I will see you next time.